So he's having a proclamation or what he's proclaiming this, saying like, ain't nobody done nothing for me like God has. And he know who the real God is by now. He done already witnessed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He done already witnessed Daniel telling him about dreams. So God has been with him. He reigning supreme. It describes his everything he conquered basically. It says like he real strong, and then it come back and say he got peace at home. So that's something that everybody wants. You want peace at home. And if you a king, you want to be able to conquer whatever lands you set out to conquer, but you want it to be peaceful inside your kingdom. So we bring the war out there. We take the war out there. And he's saying that God has been blessing him, and he's blessed him with unlimited things. I know he already had money because he built that big old statue. So I already know he has great riches. He has vast riches. So God has blessed you with all these riches, but now it's time for the second dream, and in the second dream, Daniel have to come back to warn you. You got to ask Daniel, like, man, what does all this mean? Nobody else could tell me. I've been waiting to see you. Now that I see you, like, what's up? This time he says that he explains the dream. The first time he made you guess the dream yourself, or he made you to get the interpretation from God and explain it. So I understand now that he's more trusting. He's more understanding of who God is, because the way he came met everybody in the way that he represented God and not himself necessarily. But God still have a way of doing things. So whatever is set up is set up. Yeah, you might have a relationship with God now, but you haven't had a relationship with God for so long. You've been ruling in your own type of mind and your own type of way for so long. And I tell people all the time, I had to grow from it. Like certain things upset me, so when those things happen, I automatically get upset. So if I got things that automatically upset me, I'm still living like that. And it's easy for somebody to come along and just bring up that topic or that situation, and what's going to happen? You're going to get upset. So you got to get better discipline so you don't get upset when somebody bring up this situation. But with the king, it was basically almost time for you to pay for some of the things you have already done. It's time to pay for the way you treated some of the people. Like when you created that statue, you talking about you throwing people in who ain't bowing to the statue. All these things you got to be reprimanded for. Yeah, I let you get away with it to a certain extent. And it might be 30 years later since you did that. But it don't mean that it's not consequences. Certain things, certain sins, is consequences for it. So that was just something that it's a consequence. So now it said that he was afraid. Why you afraid? I thought you was bad. When you bad, you ain't supposed to be afraid. That's what my mama always told me. Say, oh yeah, you bad. I know you ain't scared. Go on out there and handle it. So for the king to be saying basically he fearful, he scared, he don't understand this dream. To me, you understand the dream. You understand some of it. For you to be frightened, you wouldn't be frightened. You said you was frightened because nobody can't tell you what's going on. You really need somebody to decode this message for you. Because it sounded like he about to get you. When I read it, it sounds like God owe you, boy, and he about to bust you upside your head. And you like, hold on, anybody tell me it don't say that. You looking for somebody bad. You didn't go to Daniel first, and Daniel told you the answer before, so why did you go to these other people again? Why you didn't just automatically go straight to Daniel? Because you know Daniel going to tell you the truth. Daniel ain't no yes man. So I'm going to go to my yes man first. I'm like, hey, boy, what that sound like? Before I take it to somebody I know going to give me the truth. And that's how I feel like the king done it in that instance. But I like that they're reading it and they're getting an understanding of the dream. And like Sister Lena said, a lot of people may have dreams and you'll forget your dream. So it don't mean nothing if you forgot it. You ain't benefit from going to sleep and getting the information. We got to learn how to be more aware so we can receive the information even if we sleep or not. And it's just God showed me it's called not sleeping so hard. Some nights I be in a dead sleep and I ain't trying to dream. And then other times I'm asleep, I ain't all the way knocked out, I'm just listening for God. So that's the difference in the dreams. And right now, it's bad things happening in the dream, but we still waiting on the full interpretation. Amen?
Right.
Amen. That's what I have.